Hello and welcome to a Plan4D video blog series Plan4D with the experts. My name is Bernd Gerstenberger. I'm a Principal Technical Support Specialist and the Escalation Lead for AutoCAD Plan4D. Today's topic is the new features in AutoCAD Plan4D 2027. We have several new features to present which will be covered in separate videos. In this video, I want to present several project improvements. Before we jump into individual features, let me quickly set the stage. For 2027, we focused on four main improvements here: conversion of selection lists, project compare enhancements for selection lists, an improvement for the document registry report, and finally, the ability to export validation reports. So let's go through them one by one. In 2026, we have implemented the possibility to create shared selection lists which can be used for both P&ID and for 3D models. What's new in 2027 is that you can now convert unshared selection lists into shared ones and also go the other way around. So you're no longer locked into an original decision that was made when the project was created. The workflow is very straightforward. You simply click Change List Type, choose the option you want in the dialog, and Plan4D takes care of the rest. One important note here: if both P&ID and 3D piping classes use selection lists with the same name, you'll want to either rename one of them or merge them into a single shared list. That avoids conflict and keeps the project clean. Here's a quick visual example of the conversion in action. We are in a P&ID class. The selection list equipment types shows the symbol showing you that it is a shared selection list. Now we are converting the shared one to an unshared one. You see that the symbol is removed. Now we are adding a new row here, AB2. Now we are moving to equipment class of a Plan4D side and looking for the equipment type selection list. Note it's an unshared one and you don't see the AB2 anymore. Let's do the other way around. Now we have an unshared one and we want to get this one as a shared one. Change the list type, convert this list to a shared list. Here again, you will see the symbol here showing us it's a shared one. Again, we are adding a row, AB, description test. But this time it's a shared one, and we will see the changes on the other side as well. Here you see AB with a description test. Next scenario, we have an equipment type list on both sides and both lists are unshared. We convert the P&ID list to a shared list. This time the dialog looks a little bit different and gives us two options. First, we can choose to convert this list to a shared list and rename the Plan4D list. Let's use this option. On the P&ID side, the equipment type list now shows the shared symbol. On the Plan4D side, you'll see a shared list named equipment type, and the old unshared list is still there, but it has been renamed to equipment types _1. And one more scenario. Again, we have equipment types lists on both sides and both are unshared. On the P&ID list, we have a value A P&ID, and on the Plan4D list, we have A 3D. This time we choose the second option, merge the two lists into a single shared list. As soon as we do that, the entries from the other side are merged into the shared equipment list. And when we switch to the other side, we see the same result. The list now contains both values A P&D and A 3D. Next, let's talk about project compare specifically for selection lists. In 2027, project compare can now identify differences in shared selection lists, and synchronize them directly. To support this, we've added a new list settings table inside the Project Compare dialog. This table exposes the state of each selection list, so you can clearly see what's different, and more importantly, you can use it as a basis for synchronization. This makes it much easier to keep multiple projects aligned without guessing what changed where. This slide shows Project Compare in a real-world scenario. I'll start Project Compare and select the second project to compare against. Note that the selection list section for Plan3D and P&ID look a little different from older versions. You can still see the value difference in the selection list, but now you also get the new list settings table. It shows whether each list is shared or unshared, and it also lets you synchronize the list type. One important detail, if you take over a shared selection list and there's a corresponding list on the other side, Plan3D will always merge them into a single list. Now, we select everything we want to synchronize. In summary, you can preview exactly what we will change when you run sync now. In project setup, we can check the result of a synchronization. All selection lists that weren't in this project before are available now, and the list types, shared or unshared, are brought over as well. Now let's move on to the document registry report, which got a significant usability upgrade. You can now edit several key properties directly through the report. DWG number, DWG title, revision, and also user-added custom properties. These editable fields can be changed to an exported Excel file and then re-imported back into a project with all changes applied. There are two important notes to keep in mind. First, not all properties are editable yet, and second, any changes made to non-editable properties in Excel will not be re-imported. In the image below, you can see that the editable columns are shown in a lighter color than those properties which are still not editable. Of course, you don't want to change the file name, the path, or the ID here, and because of that, it is still not allowed. A small but nice improvement can be found in a data manager. The custom data manager views are sorted now. Another highlight is the possibility to export validation reports. In the validation summary dialog, there's a new button, Export, at the top right. Click that to export your validation summary either as an XLSX file or as a CSV file. You can open the exported file in Excel for further analysis. So this was about project improvements. I hope it is useful for you. And this is what I want to present in this part of the series about the new features of AutoCAD Plan3D in 2027 today. Thank you for your time today, and goodbye.